Ballinrobe calls you. Welcome indeed to another edition of the programme. Now, can I remind you that later on we're crossing over once again to Manchester to join Martin Logan, who will be out and about amongst the Irish community right across the UK. But this week we're coming to you from Ballinrobe, and indeed we're in one of the most popular pubs in the town, John and Hare's, for an evening of music, song and chat. So I hope you'll enjoy it. John, this is a fabulous pub you have here in the heart of Ballinrobe. How long have you been in the pub business?
Well, I'm only in it about 20 years, Henry. But my father and grandfather had it before me.
So it's been in the family a long time?
It's in the family a long time. Yeah, a long time.
And where do you get most of your business? Is it local business? Is it visitors?
Local, and visitors would say the night for races or that, or, passing through. But outside of that, it's getting, it's the same everywhere.
And looking at the wider picture of Ballinrobe since the recession, how do you think it's doing?
Ballinrobe is picking itself up and doing quite well. We're short of a good hotel, top class hotel, but we're getting by, but we haven't really got the money pumped into Ballinrobe that it needs.
Okay. That might come in the future.
Hopefully.
And finally, what do you enjoy mostly about the pub business?
Well, what I really love is when, people come back, back from Australia, back from England, back from America. So many of our local people in Chicago, New York, Australia.
And there's always a hearty welcome to them in John O's bar.
Well, that's a fact.
Attend to me, young Irishmen, on board irregulars too, while I relate the sad cruel fate of a hero brave and true. unfolding freedom's banner. Near Tuam he was shot down, far from his own dear farmer's town, in lovely Annadown. He was an active Irishman, the boys of his brigade. He would never yield upon the field, and he never was afraid. But at Cluj the bloodhounds captured him, saying, "Martin, you'll go down, and you'll never more see Farmer's Town or lovely Annadown." On the 11th day of April in the year of 23, they laid brave Martin Milan out. He was sentenced for to die. But before the fateful shots rang out, that was to bring him down, he wrote a letter to his mother in lovely Annadown. "O Farmer's Town, you have cause to weep for this poor widow's son. But for every gap there is a man, and for every man a gun, to strike a blow, to row the foe, and to lay our tyrants down. Like Martin Milan from Farmer's Town in lovely Annadown. God rest you, Martin Milan, and your brave comrades too. For the cause you gave your young heart, for is the cause we all renew. We'll fight from morning to dark night, and our lives we will lay down. Like Martin Milan from Farmer's Town in lovely Annadown. Like Martin Milan from Farmer's Town in lovely Annadown.
Mary, that was a lovely song. That's about your home place, really, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. It's I'm from Corndulla, but it's the neighbouring parish of Corndulla, Annadown.
And is it a very old song?
Oh Lord, it's an old song. It's a very old song.
You do a lot of singing, don't you?
I do.
And here in Ballinrobe is one of your favourites.
Oh, this is the cream of the crop is here, I can tell you, Henry. When you come in here, this is it. John I think he's one of the best in Ireland for music. One of the best pubs for music, there's no doubt about it. 3 nights a week, where would you get it like? Nothing, no, don't have to pay coming in, nothing. And it's all free.
You brought out a CD as well, didn't you?
I did indeed, yeah. Yeah, I brought that out a good few years ago.
Yeah. And what kind of stuff is on it?
There's country and old time, and a bit of Cayley there, shoved in there as well.
Dennis, fishing is such an important part of the local economy here in this part of the county.
Yeah, it sure is, because the amount of water, the amount of acres of angling water we have in the area immediately around Ballinrobe. We have Loch Mask with 26,000 acres. We have Loch Corrib with 44,000 and Loch Cara with another 7,000 or 8,000. We've been running the World Cup trout fly angling competition since 1953, It's one of the longest running events in the county, and it has started off small beginnings with about 80 anglers, mainly from north and south of Ireland. They come from all over the world. A huge amount of anglers from the north of Ireland, a lot of anglers from England, Scotland, Wales, the home countries we call them, and we have anglers from Germany, France, the USA. It is quite good depending on the time of year. Traditionally, this was an area that would be very used to a lot of angling pressure during the mayfly season.
You've a tremendous knowledge of the fishing here now. You brought out a book to mark the centenary, was it?
Yes, the 50 years,
50 years
2003, I brought out Another World of Mask. This is the history of each competition that took place since 1953. They've certainly experienced the finest wild brown trout fly fishing, something that's very, very scarce around the world today. We're talking about the wild, natural product, not what they have in most of the UK and other places would be put and take fisheries.
All right, it's time for us to take a break. Don't go away, we've lots more chat, music and song when we come back in part 2. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes. Folks, you're very welcome back to part 2 of the programme, where we're here in John O'Hare's pub in the heart of Ballinrobe. And coming up next will be some great music from a very popular duo here in County Mayo called Sweeney Mac. Well, that was terrific music there from Sweeney Mac, and I guarantee you'll be hearing a lot more about them in the coming months. Well, you know, Ballinrobe, like most towns in the west of Ireland, were devastated with the recession, much emigration, but a couple of years on, has it turned the corner? Well, who better to ask than the local councillor here, Damien Ryan. You're very welcome to the programme, Damien.
Thank you, Henry.
Do you think the worst is over?
I do indeed. And I think for far too long, maybe towns like Ballinrobe focused on their weaknesses and maybe should have been looking more towards their strengths. It has turned the corner, and we have many, many positives in relation to this town. Tourism is a huge part of Ballinrobe, as indeed is agriculture. And you only have to mention the World Cup, the three finest lakes in Western Europe: Loch Mask, Loch Corrib, Loch Cara.
But have they reached their full potential as tourism, do you think?
Yes, the one thing that the town is crying out for, and we do hope will soon secure, is a hotel. There has been many planning applications granted for hotels, but of course the economic climate did not dispose towards that, and for one reason or another they didn't happen. But there are live applications at the moment, and we're hopeful in anticipation of the delivery of a hotel.
How important is the racecourse here?
Significantly important. It's one of the finest race courses in the country. It has had multiple investment year on year, and if there was any, I suppose, criticism ever of the race course, it's that we don't even use it for more and more events. It's not just about horse racing.
Of course, you have some great home industry as well, like McHale's, you have the Mart, all great assets for the town.
Yeah, I suppose, and McHale's is something that's known worldwide, and fantastic. A fantastic enterprise and a fantastic Irish success story. They export to 5 continents, a range of products covering multiple countries. The town, as an enterprise town, is coming out of recession. It's looking towards the future. And the other thing that I would say about it is its location and working in tandem with the local authority. Something we're adamant about: the development of an enterprise park to pull the whole thing together and to promote the town from its location point of view. You're 2 hours 20 minutes here from Ballinrobe to the centre of Dublin, 2 hours 40 minutes to Cork.
Just one final question there. I know there's a big push on to the whole redevelopment of the town hall, which is a great community asset as well.
It is indeed, and there's been huge local fundraising in relation to that. There's a leader application currently before the Southwest Mayo Development Company for adjudication, and my understanding is that that's been looked upon very positively. Huge local effort has got into that.
Exciting times for Ballinrobe.
Without a doubt, as I say, Ballinrobe's worst days are behind them, and it's positive and it's upwards and onwards.
Well, it's almost time for us to go, but before we do, a special thank you to John O'Hare and everybody here in O'Hare's Pub in Ballinrobe. And if you are passing through, well, why not call in and say hello to John O himself. Right, folks, don't forget, coming up after the break, we are crossing over to Manchester to join Martin Logan, who's out and about once again with the Irish community right across the UK. So thank you for watching. Do join us again next week at the same time. We look forward to your company. So to take us out from John O'Hare's Pub here in Ballinrobe, a fine ballad singer from County Galway, Joe Ford, to sing Newport Town. So until next week, slán go fóill.
There by the Mulcare banks I stood, neath the lovely flowers of June. The birds were singing merrily, and the meadows were in bloom. When all my boyhood days I think, the tears come rushing down. For 'tis in the morning I must leave you, dear old Newport Town. How lovely is the pigeon's coo, how thrushes call on a bright long summer's day. There I'll sit down and cry my fill till the flood comes rushing down, and dashes through the ivy bridge in dear old Newport town. Tipperary's hills and dells, farewell, from you I now must part. I will ne'er again roam Colin's Grove, the thought near breaks my heart. When I think of the hurling and the dance, and keep our summit brown, and the days I fished in the Tarn hole in dear old Newport town. Farewell, while sweet Gordon Oak, where I oft times chased the hare, to Car Hills and Carrowkeel, and Colley's mountains bare, and sweet Clare Glen's flowery dells I oft roamed up and down, with the boys and girls who now are far from dear old Newport town. Adieu, adieu, sweet Newport town, once more I will sing adieu. For 'tis many the pleasant day I spent with comrades loyal and true, and if God spares me, I will go back where the Mulcahy rushes down, and when I die my bones will lie in dear old Newport town. And when I die my